I'm sure that if you follow me, you probably have heard the term NIMBY at some point in time, but in case you haven't, that term, NIMBY, NIMBY, stands for not in my backyard. A NIMBY is what you would call somebody, for example, who is in favor of a cell phone tower going into their community, just not where they can see it, right? They're in favor of a Waterworks project going in their town, just not where they live, not close to them. Put it on the other end of town or somewhere else. That's a NIMBY. They want it, but they don't want it in their backyard. And we're seeing a lot of NIMBYs in MAGA land these days.
One of the comments that I've seen from some people in Georgia is they say, well, a lot of people in social circle, they supported the president, they support ICE, so they should support the facility. This is what you asked for.
Well,
No.
I do support ICE.
And I do support the president. But this is not the place to bring those people.
Those people would be known as NIMBYs. They support Trump, they support ICE, they support detention centers, they support locking brown people up in detention centers. They just don't support that detention center being where they can be affected by it. See, that town that's being talked about there, if my numbers are correct, if I remember correctly, that town only has about 5,500 people in it. Yet the Department of Homeland Security wants to put a 7 or 8,000 bed detention center in their town. The number of people that would be housed in the detention center would be greater than that of the entire town. And these people are worried about their water supplies and their electric bills and that kind of element being brought into town and everything else you could possibly consider worrying about in a scenario like that. So they want that. They just don't want it by them. Fuck you. You voted for it. You take it. I live in Illinois. Illinois didn't vote for Trump. I live in a blue county, Will County, Illinois. We didn't vote for Trump. We didn't vote for this shit, so why should we take it? You take it. You take all of those detention centers that you support. You house all of those brown and black people that you want housed. You do it in your backyard. Start by being the example you want this country to be. You want those people locked up in Florida. You want Alligator, Alcatraz. You want those people locked up in a detention center in Texas somewhere. You don't mind that the Department of Homeland Security is buying warehouse space in New York and Baltimore and in various cities in New Jersey and in the Chicagoland area and in Southern California. You don't mind that. Nah, you take that shit. Well, I support it all, but I just don't want it in my backyard. Fuck you. You voted for it. You take it.